The second Mortal Kombat 2 trailer has just dropped. Was it any good? And could we manifest the figure line? Let's crack this case. Greetings, it is I, Agent Z-Man, reporting from home base, and today's topic will be discussing my thoughts on the latest trailer for the Mortal Kombat 2 movie, as well as if I can dream build a action figure line for this movie. Now, without further ado, it's showtime. For the trailer, I thought it was, it was decent. Very colorful, and I really respect them going into the lore building of the franchise, or, respecting the Mortal Kombat lore. As, we get to see Edenia and King Jared. We always get, like, mentions or, kind of like, Easter eggs of King Jared and the Edenia sort of Mortal Kombat tournament that happened that led to Shao Kahn conquering Edenia. But to see that and to actually see the fight of Shao Kahn versus King Jared, obviously RIP King Jared. But yeah, it was really good, and I think one of the standouts of this trailer is the stages. We get the blue portal stage from the second game. We also get the Netherrealm. I always think it's great to see the Netherrealm. We did see it in the first ever Mortal Kombat movie when Scorpion fought Johnny Cage. So I think that was really good. A lot of the new characters I really like. You got Noob Saibot, you've got Baraka, we got Quan Chi. You can't hide Quan Chi. We could see you in there, resurrecting Kano. And that's another thing. I think the theme of this film is going to be resurrection. Like, we saw that, Kung Lao is back, probably as a Revenant, and probably Quan Chi did it. We saw Kano is back as well. Obviously, Noob Saibot, he's the resurrected version of Sub-Zero the First. Weird, we're not seeing, Sub-Zero the Second, aka Kuai Liang. But hey, it's okay. And, I think a lot of the returning characters, their outfits are, different. Definitely Raiden. Raiden's got an upgrade. Shang Tsung as well, he's more robed, so he's less armory. But yeah, I think definitely a great trailer. Very excited to see this film. Not too sold on, Carl Urban as Johnny Cage, but who knows? But yeah, those were my thoughts, my quick thoughts on the second movie's trailer. Now let's move on to the Dreamline. Now for the first wave, I think we'll start very simple with most of the heroic combatants plus one bad guy, and we'll cap each wave of 7 figures. Usually it's like 5 or 6 or 7, but I think we'll keep it as 7. And I think the kind of standard that we keep would be, multiple hands, extra head options, and effect pieces that will showcase the character's power, or as the first film called it, Arcana, but I hope that doesn't get carried over. Now for the first wave, I think we'll start very simple with most of the heroic combatants plus one bad guy, and we'll cap each wave of 7 figures. Usually it's like 5 or 6 or 7, but I think we'll keep it as 7. And I think the kind of standard that we keep would be, multiple hands, extra head options, and effect pieces that will showcase the character's power, or as the first film called it, Arcana, but I hope that doesn't get carried over to the second film. But anyway, starting lineup will be Raiden, Liu Kang, Scorpion, Kitana, Sonya Blade, Johnny Cage, and Shao Kahn. This is a great first wave. You get a lot of the characters who are showing up in this movie for the first time, so Johnny Cage, Shao Kahn, and Kitana. But we also get some of the characters who appeared in the first film, the returning characters, with Raiden, Liu Kang, and Scorpion. But yeah, that is the first wave. Now let's move on to the second wave. With the second wave, we're going to go with Jax, Noob Saibot, Jade, Baraka, Kung Lao, Cole Young, and Shang Tsung. Yeah, I know, I said Cole Young. Although he is a blink and you'll miss it spot in this second trailer. But hey, he's listed as one of the roster, and he has a, character poster, so if that counts, he's still a character. With Kung Lao, I'm gonna make sure that this is the Revenant version rather than his look from the first film, because it's more like synergy that it's connecting to the second film rather than already getting looks from the first film when we're not even doing the first film yet. But yeah, that's the second wave. Now let's move on to the third wave. Third and final wave will include Kano, the Kung Lao variant, so his live version, Quan Chi, Sindel, King Jared, Sub-Zero, and last but not least, I thought as a random pick we'll get Noob's Shadow Clone, aka his Cybot. I put two characters who only have an appearance in the first film, well, in their like first film look. So that's Kung Lao and Sub-Zero. We don't know if we're gonna get a Sub-Zero 2. We only know that Noob Saibot's in the film. Unfortunate, no Kuai Liang. Yeah, that is the lineup. It's not perfect, but hey, this is a dreamline, so we can do whatever we want. And that begs the question, who would be getting this lovely license of the second film? And I'm going to go with Hasbro. They're doing the Street Fighter line for the movie that will be coming out this year. Their second movie game license. But I think in general, because they have the face tech technology, I think that's what will be needed for the likenesses of these characters. If it can't go to Hasbro, I would say McFarlane. Oh, McFarlane, boo. But they have a kind of like decent track record for Mortal Kombat. They did Mortal Kombat 11, and they're currently doing the Mortal Kombat Classic line, which I did a video about. There you go. Click it. But yeah, that is the video today. If you want me to do more kind of like Dreamline reports of stuff that we want as like an actual line, just let me know down in the comments below. Yeah, that will do it. Thank you so much for tuning in today. You can catch me here always on Z-Man12Bat, but also you can watch the recent live stream of Just Justin Collects Justified stream, as I was one of the co-hosts for that. So I'll put a link in there in the description below. And yeah, hope you all have a great day and take care. Bye.